episode of Super Reaction Bros. I'm Kristen.
Christopher here.
And on today's episode is, I think, a first. Unless we did Fantastic Beasts, the first trailer.
We did.
We did? Well, this is our second time doing it.
I don't know how many times we've done any type of trailers for anything in the Harry Potter realm.
We're taking a look at the new, because of course, the new trend been going for the last fucking over 5 years now, is taking what was either a flop or a unsuccessful attempt at adapting a popular book series
into a film that didn't do so well,
into converting it into something different, something more quality. You know, Percy Jackson showed success, His Dark Materials showed success, and now, even though all 8 films were really successful, Warner Brothers has made Harry Potter one of their go-to big IPs.
Attractions, yeah.
Big IPs going forward with like them, DC, and shit like that. Yeah. So that's where we're at, and to finally say it, we're reacting to the official teaser trailer for the TV series version of the Harry Potter series, starting with Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
They're going with the
original
OG title.
Actual title of it, because look it up, I don't remember. Speaking of His Dark Materials, I did look at who's the showrunner, and it's somebody who has worked on that HBO show as well. So it's a good hands. Like with the original films, notable unknowns for playing Ron, Harry, Hermione, respectively.
Pretty much retagging a lot of the known characters that we know with a fresh new look and a fresh new face.
Yeah, 2 notable names to mention. I don't remember all of them. 2 notable names mentioned is that Dumbledore's being played by John Lithgow, who has said this is more than likely going to be one of his final roles.
Final roles he'll ever play.
He is older than he looks, I'll be honest.
Yeah, he is.
And Nick Frost taking the role of Hagrid.
Yeah.
Who, I think that's brilliant casting. I love
I think
Nick
it's
Frost.
perfect. Nick Frost, I think he's going to nail the role. Go ahead.
I don't know what to expect from this. My assumption is, like with His Dark Materials, like with Percy Jackson, this will at least, unlike the movies, at least allow them to cover more ground.
That's what I was going to go over, is that pretty much, I think with with the success of it, continuing Harry Potter, it's like, for a lot of those people that are deep into Harry Potter, people I know of, when they look back, oh no, he said it in this book or that book or this or that, when he brought this up, it's like, this is their chance to finally, get every little detail that you wanted from the Harry Potter book into the film, from the book onto pretty much a series.
So one would assume, if this does successful, that it's going to be like a 7-season show.
Yeah.
At 7, maybe 8. I don't know what they would do with Deathly Hallows.
Yeah, we'll have to see there.
But like, yeah, I'm hoping it does well. Like, I wanted to bring this up. I know the biggest elephant in the room is the creator of this franchise themselves. Suffice to say, my opinion on this is, I choose to separate the art. The art was the term. The creation from the artist.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how I'm gonna leave it at that.
And we're getting a Black Snape in this one.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna bring that up because I didn't really care. It doesn't really bug me as much.
To me, it doesn't matter. To me, it's always been just the performance. Can they deliver as this character? That's how I see it. I didn't really care about that casting. I didn't care either. I was like okay, they're going a little bit different.
They were never gonna top Alan Rickman.
No,
I think Alan Rickman nailed the role. He was that role.
He was Snape.
And that's before we really do get started, I think that's what a lot of people's problems is that the movies, they weren't all perfect. They were like good. They were like good to like
they gave
amazing.
us enough just to get us ooh ah.
But they were well acted, well shot, well done overall. So that's the reason people show. Well, one of the reasons the Harry Potter fans show so much concern for us, aside from the Rowling shaped elephant in the room, is that like why I know why, because like I said, Warner Bros. Wants to make the Harry Potter franchise one of their big IPs they always can go to.
And I also, it goes either way, like you said, pretty much. It goes for that, but also at the same time, they're trying to balance, okay, we have those those people that dive into the lore of Harry Potter, and they can use that. They can, to build on in the story that a lot of people don't know.
Yeah. Do I hope the show does well? Yeah, of course. I'm not gonna shit on actors and writers who put their heart into a project like this. You know, they were cast for a reason. They were chosen for a reason. Hell, even oh my God, Tom Felton, who played Draco Malfoy, you saw it too.
I saw the video.
He reached out to the young actor playing Draco in this show and told him, steal as much stuff from the set as you possibly. It'll be worse than me later, and just have fun.
Just have fun. You know, he put his experience in and passed it along. Enough said. Let's dive into this teaser for Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
It's not the Falafel Stone.
Falafel Stone. You know, the Philosopher. You can say it. God damn, I can't even say it.
Here's going to be our reaction to the official teaser trailer for Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
Here we go.
I told you. You are a normal boy. And you're going to start acting like one. You think you're something special? There is nothing special about you.
I've always wanted to know about my parents.
Your parents were the kindest, bravest people I ever met. They were funny and clever, and they stood up for what they believed was right. The next time I see you, we'll be in Hogwarts.
Mr. Potter, I think we can expect great things from you.
Hey.
Let's see who you are.
Are you really Harry Potter?
Yeah, that's the funniest part, man. You got Dune, Avengers
December.
Doomsday, and Harry Potter coming back.
Yeah.
I think one thing to note is, unlike in the movies, his lightning scar looks a little bit more like
it looks like a legit scar.
Looks like more a star. Another thing I like is because they do bring up in the. I do know a lot about. I read like the first book at least 2 to 3 times. The source. Well, when it was Sorcerer's Stone for me, but like one thing they never tackle in the original movie was his time in public school.
In public school, yeah.
Where he was treated like an outcast.
Yeah.
And apologies, it's been a while, but there's even one moment where somehow he makes it to the roof of the school just to avoid the bullies and stuff like that. So I'm curious to see how much more they're going to add from the book here. Because the Chris Columbus first film was like, they took like the most unimportant stuff out. They barely took anything else out from me. Like they took out one of the challenges to get to the Philosopher's Stone. And then that's really the biggest thing they did. Like a lot of it was just little bits here and there. The rest was still...
Here I could really feel that it's like they're going into much more greater detail of the book. Of like things that pretty much, like you said, that were left out, that they decided to take out of the film, but now they're adding into it because they're helping build, this story that a lot of people that follow and stuff like that, because there's so much lore behind him.
So one thing to note too is because we brought up his Dark Materials, like I said, the showrunner, at least for season 1, has worked on his Dark Materials, And this gives me the vibes of it. Where
Yeah, it does.
If you remember the original take, which for us was that Daniel Craig Golden Compass film, that was its own thing.
But
And then his Dark Materials
it was completely separate. It really separated itself.
Was completely separate from itself, but it had its own vibe settings more closely tied to the original book. And that's why I feel like here, I'm kind of glad they're not going with the music of the movies.
Yeah, they're doing their own thing.
It is still roughly the same kind of like design of Hogwarts. For the most part, they are gonna be more closely related to the books. Like, I think, of course, Nick Frost looks great as Hagrid, though we have barely heard him speak. I think he's perfect casting for the role.
When I heard he was cast, I'm like, perfect. That's just perfect.
I think Simon Pegg's or his friend Simon Pegg's reaction was, I hope he gets me on that show one day.
I'm pretty sure he will. Honestly, I think he will at some point.
But he was happy for him regardless on the role.
Yeah.
But honestly, nothing to say right now. It is just a teaser. We're still like, as of this recording, we're still like 8 months out from this. We got at least one more big trailer for
right now. It's really kind of introducing us of
the world.
The world. This is what this is what you're getting. A brief glimpse of this is what you're gonna get before we give you like the full trailer of like. Now we're diving into like this is what's happening here and there. I'm
curious to see how much more they add because they don't. The first movie was pretty spot on. They changed little things here and there. It was pretty spot on with the source material. So I feel like this anything is going to add a lot of stuff that wasn't in the first movie.
As I said, they're going to add a lot more extra stuff to
They're probably going to add the original additional challenge to get to the Philosopher's Stone. They're going to add his stuff with the school. It's the zoo stuff. Was that in the first? I don't remember if that was the first. No, the stuff at the zoo was in the first movie. Or is it because at one point the Dursleys, because they keep on moving because they don't want to get bombarded with the invitation letters anymore.
Yeah.
At one point, they do go to like different places. At one point, they do go to a hotel.
Yeah.
And the hotel, and even the Larry says something about the hotel, and then that's where they go to the cabin on the island in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Middle of nowhere, yeah.
And that's where Hagrid still finds them.
Here it looks like it feels like they do change it up here a bit. That's what it feels like, where because you see them opening up the actual invitation and things like that.
Yeah, no, there's stuff here that is, So I don't know. I feel like I guess like what people got with the first season of his Dark Materials, I'm probably going to get kind of with this.
Same vibes, yeah.
Same vibes. Where like I'm gonna recognize a lot of stuff that they added and stuff they didn't add. I'm curious to see where they go or what they add.
Yeah.
So. We'll see. I'm looking forward to seeing a full trailer.
Me too.
There's been good casting for it. I'm sure like the kid looks the part. I mean this in the most cinematic acting way possible. He feels like he's being abused by Dursley.
He feels like it really truly feels like they're abusing him.
He's being abused by life in general.
Yeah.
And I do like those vibes that the actor playing Harry is giving.
But I like that was the first thing that you and I both noticed, especially after the trailer, which is like his scar it looks like an actual scar.
Yeah,
it's not as prominent as they made it forced in the film.
Yeah, because there was oh my god, this is probably what's that term where it's Mandela effect?
Yeah.
I could swear I'm the only remembers when they released the first teaser for it, his lightning scar was like across his forehead, but then when they released the actual full trailer, they moved it to just
right
here.
Yeah, right toward that spot.
And I don't remember.
I think it's like later on the films is when they made it more of just a basic scar. It's just that first film really made it pop.
Yeah, the film made it like it looked like somebody drew on his face.
Almost like was it for those who watch wrestling, like Don Callis, how they expressed that one scar right there, like it's like they made it pop out way too much, where it's like they didn't need it.
But I do love what they go with it because he was.
It's still in the same bolt, but it's just a legit scar. It's like a scar you get on your head, but it's not like prominent where it's like it's gonna show like the way it's gonna show. It's gonna show as if it was like right there, But I can't wait, honestly. It's going to be different. I really like it.
I'm more curious about if it gets more seasons. I'm curious about the stuff where they had the books where they had to take out a lot, and how much they're going to add back in. Like book 4 is one of those.
And I think what I'm going to like even more is that there's another reason I see them doing this is for the next generation. Because, we had different generations, who got into Harry Potter. This is for the newer generation.
That's definitely more of a cleaner way of thinking about it.
Yeah.
I think it's just corporate greed, in my opinion.
Yeah. But I'm not blaming you there. That's another, definitely 100% another good reason as well. But for me, having a little one, it's a great way to kind of slowly introduce her into a little bit into Harry Potter a bit, pretty much, just because even when I showed her, when we went to Epic Universe, stuff like that, and I showed her a little bit of like Harry Potter and stuff like that, she's like, I really like magic, so it's just like, expressing a little bit more, showing her a bit more for it.
Yeah, so other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around, and if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else, when it comes to talking about new adaptations like this one, hit the subscribe button down below, hit that bell icon as well.
Let us know what your guys' thoughts are on this teaser trailer as it is. Does it definitely look like it's right up your alley, especially for those hardcore, Harry Potter fans who dive deep into the lore? Is it something that you've been expecting, the look, the feel for it and everything? Are you hoping that it does dive into a little bit more of deeper of the stories, as we get deeper into Harry's story for each book? Let us know in the comments down below. Put down what you thought of our reaction to this teaser. But most importantly, we thank you for watching.
Yeah, and so until next time, though, I'm Chris.
I'm Christopher.
And it's been a very not-so-Sorcerer's Stone-filled episode of SRB.
See you
later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out any of our previous reactions,
as well as one of our other SRB shows,
check out one of the playlists down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
you can find us on Twitter and Stardust
at Super React Bros,
as well as on Facebook
at Super Reaction Bros.